see, get someone looking. You're welcome to look at it. I'm doing a review. I want to have proof of this. Don't worry.
Ooh, old school. Yeah. Freaking awesome car, man. This is like my dream freaking car, just updated and made electric.
Hey guys, this is Joe Tech from JoeteckTips on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And today I have the opportunity to review the ID Buzz from Volkswagen. I'd like to thank the guys over at Volkswagen of Smithtown to allow me to do this review in their showroom. So let's get started. All right, so let's talk specifications of the vehicle. All right, this comes in 4 flavors: ID Buzz Pro S Plus, the ID Buzz Pro S Plus 4MOTION, and the ID Buzz First Edition, and ID Buzz First Edition 4MOTION. Now, let's go over some specs now, okay? So, according to the sticker, it gets 42 kilowatt hours per 100 miles. So, that equates to be just about over 2 miles per kilowatt hour. So the range on this vehicle is actually not as good as we would hope. Just to understand how this works, so in the rear-wheel drive version of this car, but it doesn't have as much horsepower or torque than the 4MOTION. 4MOTION, it does 90% power in the front and 10% in the rear. The rear is a permanent magnet motor, and the front is an asynchronous motor. Combined, it's a little over 400 pounds of torque. Total horsepower in the 4MOTION is 335. It starts at $59,000 and change and can go up as high as $74,000. They're not telling you the range fully loaded with 6 passengers. So this vehicle fully loaded is over 7,000 pounds. The net weight just under 6,200 pounds. And now you load it up with cargo and people. It's like remember the F-150 when you added a 10,000 pound towing capability? The range went down to like 80 miles. In this situation, the same thing will happen. You load it up with people, you're going to probably get maybe 170-mile range out of this from 100% full charge. So it's questionable. So what's really unique about this center console is that it's removable and you can move it to a different portion of the vehicle. And there's a spot for it here. So if you wanted to move it to the back of the vehicle, you can move it there. Or you can even move it further back. You press the button and you move it. And now it's between the 2 other seats. So that is versatile. You can move it to any portion of the vehicle you want. There, or the front. All right, let's pop the hood. Now that is all you get. This is where you do your washer fluid. So these seats are actually removable. You have to slide these boxes out. This is a bench, which you actually can sit on. It is sturdy enough to sit on and hang out and tailgate if you wanted to do that. However, you have to unscrew this here, unscrew that there, and then you can take the rear seats out. And the release is here to release the chairs, these seats. These whole seats come out, and then you have more storage. You only want to make this a 4-seater. You want to leave these out, so you have more storage for grocery shopping and whatnot. So this is the interior of the vehicle. The dashboard is nice. You have some interesting features and stuff. Some stuff here. You have another one down there. You probably can put a water bottle. It'll probably bounce around for sure. You have memory locations here. Seat positioning is here. Put the seat back and forward. Lumbar support. There is a USB port there on the passenger side. See, we also have a cup holder here. We have controls to open up just the left side, just the right. This turns off the ability to open and close the door. Hazards, another area for some stuff. This has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay capability. You have additional 2 more USB ports here and a spot for wireless charging. Also take note, pause and play on the pedals. The backseat passengers have a USB port to charge their cell phone as well. This is a really cool feature. It slides. It doesn't go down. It goes left and right. How cool is that? Now the cool thing is that this has a glass roof, okay? And there is a control here. See if I could show you. There's a control here. And it doesn't open it. This doesn't open it, but watch what it does. It's electrically controlled frosted window for privacy. Isn't that neat? Cool stuff. I'm actually in the back seat. And look how much room there is. I'm a big guy. Look at the space here. This is crazy. And look at the back seat. We're going to jump back there in 2 seconds. Just want to move this so I can get back there. So we're going to go back there now. All right, let's see. Oh, wow. All right, so you got to move up the headrest. So this headrest here is actually in the way. So you need to move that up because it hits you in the back. And now you have the ability. And like I said, I'm a big guy. I have no problem sitting back here. There is plenty of room. This is crazy. This is big. Now, the only negative thing about this, though, if you have these up, you'll have limited viewing. So that's why these retract. So you drop these bad boys down so you can see out the back window. Because if you can see, it's a big block in the way, and now you can't see from the rearview mirror. This is pretty cool, actually. You can just walk around the vehicle. So having the center console, this one that can move around pretty much any way you want in the car, would be probably a better spot for it in the front. Because if you have a lot of people moving in and out of the car, especially going down the center here to get to the back, you come in on the side, you go through the center here, bang, you're done. However, if you're on a long trip and you want to have some sort of storage, you have the ability to do so. And by having this here in the center, the kids, whatever, they could do that. And what's another thing that I need to mention to you, not that you really need to know, but maybe you might have soda. That's a bottle, soda bottle. It does come with a soda bottle opener and ice scraper for your car. Built in. It's kind of silly. I mean, they come up with like wackadoodle things, I guess, but you know what? It is what it is. This type of vehicle would be more for city driving and not going long trips. If you're only driving about 150 miles, 170 miles, you're going to bring it down to close to 10% if you're going to do that, especially in cold weather. In warm weather, you might do a little bit better, but I don't see it going higher than 240 mile range, even in summer, because now you have to worry about air conditioning. And this does not have a heat pump, so it's not efficient for cooling or heating. So that's a negative thing as well. So let's see if we can get this thing on the road. I'm hoping he's going to let me do it. Before we get started, I want to thank Volkswagen of Smithtown. Nikki, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to review this truck. This is my first time driving it. I'm extremely excited about it. This is I'm sure this is going to be an eye-catching vehicle. It currently shows 96% at 219 miles on the dash. It's a tiny little screen. It's not all that what it's cracked up to be, really. It's really tiny. This is the main screen here, which is absolutely beautiful. Okay, this is awesome. It looks beautiful. You have navigation. It looks like it's pretty simple. You know, you have the blue icon for navigation. You have a car icon for your favorites and stuff, and auto hold, like if you wanted to have it automatically hold the car. I mean, it's got some cool features. I'm looking extremely forward to really doing a fantastic review on it. I like the rear mirror. It tells you, it has a compass, which is kind of nice. So it's kind of nice. So it's actually showing southeast. So if you look at this vehicle, it doesn't have anything. It hasn't really been prepped 100%. There's stickers all over it. There's writing all over it. There's things hanging down from it. There's plastic on the windows. And so this is not 100% prepped. It's not really ready for sale, and I want to thank again Volkswagen of Smithtown for giving me the opportunity to review this product and this vehicle, and I'm extremely excited about it. I'm trying to adjust my mirrors. It seems the controls are clunky. Oh wow, it wants to drive itself. So we're just, as we're driving, we're just trying to be, you know, because so many people are going to be looking at this vehicle, probably, and maybe not. I mean, it is too late to the game for sure, but we will, you know, try our best to get this review done. I told them I'll be about an hour, not that it really matters. So the driving of this seems to be pretty straightforward. I mean, it's nothing. You just got to make sure it will not drive unless you have your seatbelt on. It will not. You have to. There is definitely a learning curve in terms of this vehicle. I don't know what else to say. There's a lot of nose. The windshield is really far away. You just can't touch it. It is extremely far away. I mean, if you could see from this angle, that is the sticker is right there. So this is a unique vehicle for sure. We're almost to the destination where we're going to be doing the conducting of the rest of this review. I do want to. It's definitely interesting for sure. So It's kind of. I'm kind of a little bit in awe because I'm actually reviewing this product. So this vehicle, it's Volkswagen ID Buzz. It's finally in my possession, and I'm finally reviewing it for you guys. It's quite impressive so far. I haven't got a chance to really hit the gas on it because I'm trying to drive normal. But I mean, it definitely has balls. It definitely wants to go. This is the all-wheel drive version of this vehicle. So I'm going to go in a parking lot here shortly. Please close the driver. Oh, look, okay, you do have to put the seatbelt on. That's crazy. Please close the driver door and put the seatbelt on. Oh my God. You do. Holy crap. All right, so first off, you get in the car, you get greeted by a cool sound, and you cannot drive until you have your seatbelt on. It will not go. So safety first. And to put it in, you have to hit the power button on the side, and then the seat moves into your safe position. I'm going to set it because I'm a big guy. Then you stick it in drive, and you have to pull it forward. Sorry, that's reverse. You have to push it forward, and then it gives you a 360-degree view of the vehicle. And then it prompts you how you want to drive the vehicle. Eco, comfort, sport. It immediately prompts you on how you want to drive the car. I mean, I think that's kind of a nice thing. It says, oh, maybe I feel like I'm in a sporty mode. Let me do sport. So it's actually pretty wild, actually, of what it's offering for the options. I think it's really nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to see how quick this thing goes. We are in sport, and I'm just bringing it around, and we're going to see how quick this thing is after this car leaves. I just want to blast it. Let's see. Wow. Okay. Oh my God. This thing definitely moves. This thing definitely moves. When you hit the pedal to accelerate very, very rapidly, it definitely takes off. Now, it's kind of weird. When we first started this was at 98% and 219 miles. Now it's saying 222 miles, which is bizarre. Wow, this is pretty wild. All right, we're just going to take it for... Actually, you know what? We're going to go this way. So no one is actually interested in the vehicle. I would thought for sure that we would get people driving up to it and trying to see it, but no one really cares. No one really cares. I'm not feeling any regeneration. I'm not really feeling any regeneration on the vehicle at all. Yeah, I'm not sure what that whistle is. There's a whistle. I really don't think it's the camera. But that's a bizarre sound. Wow, yeah, if you don't put the directional on, it wants to steer on its own. It has a built-in safety feature of itself that it wants to not crash into something. This is very common. My Mercedes does the same thing. So I'm driving by people to see what people think of the vehicle. I'm actually in Smith Haven Mall. There is a charging section over here. I'm just going to bring it over here. Wow, all right, so it has a funky bounce to it because it is the long wheelbase version of it. So you definitely feel the back end push up the front end. It's an interesting feel. All right, so let's see what we could do here. I want to experience the acceleration without getting into trouble. Yeah, it goes. It's definitely very quick. Interesting. So this is probably with the Electrify America. So let's do a walk around. So I don't know. It's definitely an interesting vehicle. I have to say, it's definitely an interesting vehicle. I still can't figure out how to adjust my mirrors. I don't understand how to do my mirrors, even when I'm not even in drive. So hang on a second. Let me put it in drive again. Let me see if I can actually adjust. here we go. Let's see. Hey, I finally got the mirrors to work. So you got to twist the knob and it lights up left, and then you turn the knob to the right side, make adjustments. Oh my God, this is clunky. This is a very, very clunky thing. Let's see. It looks like I can drive without my seatbelt on. That was kind of bizarre. The first time it wouldn't let me go. It wouldn't let me put it into drive. I don't have my seatbelt on now, and I actually could stick it in drive and go. So that's a good thing. I mean, that's not a good thing, but it's a good thing, if that makes sense. So let's, now that I got my mirrors adjusted, that was a clunky thing. So the vehicle is interesting. It definitely offers some interesting features. It is electric. So the range anxiety issue here. So you're going to watch the percentage drop as you drive, unfortunately. So that's essentially probably a V12. Let's say you're driving a Lamborghini, because Lamborghinis have small fuel tanks in them. So that's what this would be. This would be as if you had like a 10-gallon fuel tank and you had a V12 and you're driving. And you're literally watching the gas gauge go down as you drive. So that's the bizarre, and that's the feeling where you get scared, because how far can I drive? How many miles am I going to get? Will I be able to reach the next charger in time? Me, personally, I mean, I drive an EQE 350 Mercedes-Benz. I don't take it out of state. That's just me. However, many people, they drive their Teslas cross-country, and they see how far they can drive. I've seen videos that they've taken this thing down to, like, almost, like, all the way down to zero. Like 0 miles, and then you can go 15 miles an hour or whatever. So there are that's the only thing. So when we started this video review, we had, what is it, 219 miles, right? It was 219 miles. Now we have 203, but we haven't really been driving all that much, and we're down to 91%. So definitely an interesting. It just is. I don't know. It's kind of a hard. This is kind of a hard sell for most, because this vehicle is late in the EV market, because it should have been out 5 years ago. Should have been. This should have been out 5 years ago, and it wasn't. So, final thoughts. What are my final thoughts? Final thoughts is that it is extremely fun to drive. It's a brand new vehicle, so not that many people know of it, and they don't really see, wow, and they really don't know about it. So it's really like a really cool, eye-catching vehicle. And so it's a retro. You get this retro feel of this vehicle. It's extremely fun to drive. It is very, very quick. I would not take it out of state. Soon as you're able to use Tesla chargers, because there's more of Tesla chargers than regular Electrify America. Sometimes there's only 3 or 4 chargers. Tesla's is usually 15 to 20, depending on where you go, of chargers. How big of an area that it is. I think this could be a strong possibility of a contender. But since there's so many other vehicles out there to choose from, unless you're a diehard Volkswagen bus guy, this may not be the vehicle for you. Unless you're looking for that retro, crazy Cybertruck look, because this is a really bizarre looking vehicle, right? 100% totally crazy vehicle for sure. And there's so many other ones out there. So anyway, as I just said, if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Take care, and we'll see you next time.
In a world of lights and bits, where tech can make us trip, there's a guru with a knack for every digital tip. JoeteckTips the name, he's the one you'll seek. From gadgets to software, he's the one you'll meet. So if your tech's in a tangle, don't you fear. JoeteckTips here, let his advice draw near. With his help, you'll surely find in this digital world peace of mind. JoeteckTips, he's the man with the plan, guiding us through the digital land. With his wisdom and his wit, every tech woe, he'll surely fix it.